Hello. So yes, there are exactly 10 factorial seconds in 42 days. And how can we convince ourselves that this is indeed going to be true? Well, how many seconds are there in 42 days? Well, we start with 42 days. We can say 42 days times 24 hours in a day, right? And then times 60 minutes in an hour, and then times 60 again, seconds in a minute. So 42 times 24 times 60 times 60, well, that should be equal to how many seconds there are in 42 days. Now, I'm saying this is equal to exactly 10 factorial. Well, if we go ahead and try to factor everything here, what do we get? I mean, 42 I'm thinking is 7 times 6, right? So 7 times 6, that's 42. 24 is, I guess, 6 times 4. Look, write that as 6 times 4. Okay, 60, well, that's 10 times 6, right? So that's 10 times 6. And then again, 60, I guess, again, that's going to be 10 times 6. And I'm saying, okay, can we see, is this going to be the same thing as 10 times 9 times 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1? Well, we have a 110 here, so I can say, okay, there's 10, but now I need a 9 somewhere. Well, I can write, I guess, 6 is going to be, well, 3 times 2, right? So instead of 6, I can write 7 times 6. We can write as 7 times 3 times 2. That is 6. And then again, for this 6, I can write that as 3 times 2. And now we can see, well, we have 3 times 3. So there's 9. So I got 10 times 9. And then here where I see a 4 times a 2, right? So 4 times 2, there's 8. And here's 7. Okay, here's 7. Here's 7. And then, well, I do have a 6. So there's, I guess, 6. Do we see 5? Well, 10, I can write 10 as 5 times 2. So here's 5 times 2. And then I see a 5. So there's 7 times 6 times 5. Takes care of that 5. I see 2 4s. So there's a 2 times a 2. That's a 4. So times 4 times 3. Well, 6. 6 is going to be 3 times 2. So 3 times 2 is 6. And then I see a factor of 3 right there. So 4 times 3. And then I have, this factor of 2. And does that take care of every factor? Yes, everything here is now crossed out. So yes, I have 10 times 9 times 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2. And of course, we can always put a times 1. That's not going to change anything. And yes, indeed, that is equal to exactly 10 factorial. So yes, 10 factorial seconds is equal to exactly 42 days. And there it is. Once again, the answer to everything, 42. Calculator, take care.